Chinese car manufacturers continue to amaze with their bold ambitions. And this time, Chery is in the spotlight as it expands its Jetour lineup with a brand new sub-brand. In this video, we're going to talk about the Zongheng G700, a massive body-on-frame SUV that will become the flagship of the new sub-brand, aimed squarely at the premium segment. Before hitting the market, which is expected to happen by the end of this year, the G700 underwent extensive testing. It was pushed to the limit in mud, on steep slopes, and in deep water. The engineers tested not only its off-road capability, but also the body's watertightness by submerging it in various conditions to make sure it can handle anything. This SUV features an advanced hybrid system with all-wheel drive and a unique suspension setup. One of its highlights is the tank turn function, which lets the vehicle spin almost in place. It might turn out to be a serious contender in the world of luxury off-roaders. Or maybe it's just an expensive toy from China that tries to look tougher than it actually is. Let's figure it out together. There's plenty to discuss. First things first, the body-on-frame G700 is the first model of Jetour's new premium sub-brand, Zongheng. The company already plans to launch the F700 pickup and the ultra-luxurious G900 SUV. The G700's design immediately brings to mind the top players in the off-road segment. As is often the case with Chinese automakers lately, this new model aims to compete with global legends like the Land Rover Defender and Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. But technically and visually, it strongly resembles a reworked BYD Leopard 5. A high hood, flat roof, and spare tire mounted on the swing-out tailgate, all classic off-road features presented with modern precision and simplicity. After all, an SUV today isn't just about its rugged look, but about a serious set of technologies and capabilities that match its bold ambitions. For now, we know that the G700 will be available in at least 7 body colors: brown, blue, black, white, and silver metallic, plus matte orange and matte gray. Let's look at the dimensions. Length, 5,198 millimeters. Width, 2,050 millimeters. Height, 1,956 millimeters. And wheelbase, 2,870 millimeters. The new chassis is equipped with an air suspension that adjusts the ground clearance from 150 millimeters in standard mode to up to 320 millimeters in its highest setting, plus an adaptive CDC damping system and 3 locking differentials to handle tough off-road situations. The approach and departure angles in standard mode are 30 degrees and 25 degrees, respectively, which lets the SUV tackle various obstacles with confidence. The vehicle comes with 20-inch wheels, and for hardcore adventurers, there's an option to install off-road tires. The curb weight varies between 3 and 3.2 tons, depending on the configuration, and with full load, it can reach nearly 3.7 tons. Towing capacity is up to 2.5 tons. Under the hood, you'll find a CDM-O parallel hybrid system. The O clearly refers to its off-road focus. The core is a 2-liter turbo engine producing 211 horsepower and 340 newton-meters of torque. Mounted longitudinally, it boasts a thermal efficiency of 45.5% and can directly drive the front wheels through a 2-stage reducer if needed. Most of the time, the engine works as a generator, charging a lithium iron phosphate battery. There are 2 electric motors, a 284 horsepower unit up front and a 408 horsepower motor at the rear. The combined output is 762 horsepower and 795 newton-meters of torque. The G700 sprints from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.6 seconds, an impressive feat for such a heavy SUV. Top speed is limited to 180 kilometers per hour. The CATL battery is integrated into the frame and has a capacity of 34 kilowatt-hours, giving you up to 116 kilometers of pure electric driving range. Plus, the vehicle supports fast charging, from 20% to 80% in just 10 minutes. The fuel tank holds 100 liters, and in hybrid mode, the claimed fuel consumption is only 1.4 liters per 100 kilometers. In total, the mixed driving range can reach up to 1,400 kilometers. The model has been tested in tough conditions, on mountain roads and off-road trails, proving its capability to handle any challenge. The brand's signature XWD Smart all-wheel drive system automatically distributes torque for optimal grip on any surface. And if the trail suddenly ends at a river, no worries. The Zongheng G700 can confidently cross water obstacles in its special wading mode. The SUV can stay in water for up to 40 minutes and move at a speed of up to 4.5 knots, just over 8 kilometers per hour. Its watertight cabin can withstand water pressure up to 20 kilopascals, and underwater navigation makes it easier to stay on course. Another cool feature is the tank turn, letting the SUV spin almost on the spot. While this might sound impressive for European brands, in China, such technologies are becoming common. Chery focuses not just on off-road ability, but also on premium comfort. After all, this is a luxury SUV. Inside, the off-road character is clear. Leather, suede, and metal trim create a rugged yet comfortable atmosphere. The G700 comes in either a 5-seat layout or a 6-seat version with separate captain's chairs in the second row. One unique touch is the large number of physical buttons, something you rarely see in Chinese cars these days. But the star of the interior is the huge panoramic display stretching across the windshield, serving as both an instrument cluster and multifunctional interface. A similar hypervision screen was recently shown in Xiaomi's U7 electric crossover. By the way, we have a review of that on our channel too. At the center is a 15.6-inch touchscreen that controls all main vehicle functions. The audio is handled by a Lexicon surround sound system, rear passengers get a ceiling-mounted screen, and content can be streamed wirelessly. In top trims, the G700 will even have a LiDAR sensor on the roof, enabling Huawei's ADS 3.0 autonomous driving system. Satellite connectivity ensures that even in the most remote areas, this SUV stays connected. The price for the Jetour Zongheng G700 remains undisclosed for now, but one thing is clear: it won't be cheap. The official debut is planned for the summer in Dubai, where all the details and pricing are expected to be announced. This clearly shows Jetour's serious ambitions for the global market. So the Jetour Zongheng G700 isn't just another copycat SUV. It's a bold newcomer with real potential. Its design feels familiar yet modern, the interior promises comfort and practicality, and its performance specs are impressive. Of course, some questions remain. Will the build quality meet expectations? And will the price be justified? It's not perfect, but it's getting very close. The G700 is like a daring newcomer boldly entering the elite off-roader club, saying, "Give me a chance to prove what I can do." Thanks so much for watching this video to the end. Your support in the form of views, likes, and comments is the real fuel that inspires us to keep creating more interesting and useful content.